So if you're curious on two of the most pleasurable ways that you can become life-changingly more powerful in your life, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Brittany Rochelle. I'm an anger alchemist teaching you how to alchemize rage to live a magnificently melanated life. And today I'm sharing with you two of the most pleasurable ways you can become life-changingly more powerful. I think one of the most important things to learn about alchemizing rage, resentment, bitterness, frustration is that it's so important to really use your own sexuality as a way to alchemize and as a way to help empower you, even in situations or in experiences where you feel very disempowered. And I love using our sexuality because it's free, it's accessible to pretty much everyone, and it's one of the fastest, most powerful ways to really come into your own sense of radiance and confidence in your life. And I think the way you show up sexually absolutely has such a profound impact on the way you show up in the rest of your life. So I feel like I'm taking all the concepts and applying them in a way that maybe you never thought of before. Like, how do you take responsibility in your own sexuality? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. So one of the most common or a very well-known part of personal development is around taking personal responsibility. This is all about really claiming and having ownership of the way that you show up in your life, the decisions that you have made that have co-created wherever you are. And although I think that's really important, we often don't think about this sexually. And there's often so much more power that we have around the way that we feel that we can really use in our sexuality and therefore in our lives. And one of the most powerful things that I've learned and that I've been able to share with my clients is that we have way more power than we think around the way that we feel, the amount of joy, pleasure, ecstasy, freedom that we feel in our own bodies, regardless of what is happening in our outside environment. And so when we can consciously curate more pleasure in our lives, more experiences of bliss, ecstasy, joy, fulfillment, then that really allows us to show up in our life in a totally different, way more empowered state. So here are the two ways you can do that. One is to set an intention. And I've talked about this before, but in the context of claiming your own pleasure and your own power to control how much pleasure and bliss and freedom you feel within your own body, sexually and in your life in general, it can be setting an intention to expand the amount of pleasure and the amount of ecstasy that you allow yourself to feel. One of my favorite ways to set an intention is to actually do this through using a wonder question. And this is something that was invented or I learned about through Gay Hendricks, but it's essentially asking yourself a question that you genuinely don't know the answer to, but maybe your life or a certain experience can teach you the answer to. And so a great wonder question might be, I wonder how much pleasure or freedom or joy or relief I can feel in my body, or I can feel through this experience. By setting an intention before you do anything pleasurable, it can really help you expand and really grow this muscle. We often don't think of our own joy or our own ecstasy or our own relaxation and freedom as a muscle, but it really is. And if you consciously grow that and continually train and expand that, you can be amazed at how much pleasure or joy you're able to feel. You really can grow your capacity for allowing these amazing, powerful, liberating sensations in your own body, which is so critical to living a magnificently melanated life, and then helps you kind of as a springboard to later alchemize your own rage. So doing this before any kind of pleasurable activity, this could be walking outside. I wonder how much relaxation and joy and gratitude I can feel when I walk my dog outside. Or it can be before you engage in sex with a partner or with partners, or before self-pleasuring. Just being open to allowing a deeper or a greater or a bigger expression of whatever pleasurable sensation. It's life-changing. Let me tell you from personal experience, it's very, very powerful. And step 2, which I kind of alluded to, is to do pleasurable things. This could be like dancing for 2 minutes in between meetings. This could be going to a barbecue with your friends. This could be shopping. This could be wearing makeup. This could be doing nails. This could be literally anything that brings you pleasure. Gardening out in your yard. Doesn't always have to be having like a 20-minute orgasm, although that is a very noble goal, which I wholeheartedly support. But pleasure can look so many different ways. And I find the more that we do pleasurable things intentionally, it really allows us to get curious on the subconscious stories that we have around our pleasure. These could be things like feeling shame about masturbation, or feeling dirty or wrong, or feeling selfish, or feeling like what we're doing, we don't deserve to do that, or we're not worthy of feeling that much pleasure from going out from a walk with our friends, or being in our own garden. It's so common that we actually limit ourselves just as much as the world we live in limits us as well. And so when we get conscious, set our intention, intentionally do pleasurable things, work that into every day, it really is amazing how much we can grow and expand and learn about ourselves, learn about our own blockages, and really grow our capacity for feeling good within our own body. And again, use that as a springboard as we show up in so many different areas of our life. If you love learning about this kind of work, I invite you to check out my free ebook, Melanin a Reclamation, where I share even more epic pleasure practices and really ecstatic ways that you can connect with your own body that feel good, that allow you to remember that your brown or black body is a place that you want to be. And if one-on-one coaching seems like the next step for you, I'll share a link in the description box below this video on how you can sign up for a completely free discovery call with me to see if we're a good fit. Either way, I hope you go out there, intentionally cultivate pleasure because you are worth it, because you are worthy, and because you deserve it.